Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today I have a plan for the exploration of Duna. That is the neighboring planet, basically, and it is the Mars equivalent. And I made a rocket for that, the Duna Explorer. I want to test that out because I don't have any clue if what I've built here works in any way. But you can see it's fairly big. I think I went a bit too far, but the main thing is up top here. I want to bring some probes to Duna, and the planet itself has a moon also, so I packed two satellites, polar satellites I want to use to survey Duna and its moon, and one rover. Yeah, so we have our own Pathfinder or Curiosity on Duna. I have no clue if any of what I've built here works. The satellites should work. I hope at least. The rover could be a bit of a problem, but we will see. First thing at all is we need to know if what I've built here is able to get to Duna anyways. There has to be a lot of delta V that's needed to get from here to Duna. I don't know if I have packed enough. So I have two stages here. This bottom one should have more liquid fuel for these Nerva engines. I've packed a bit more. And then I have this one on top. This is basically to maneuver later. And then we have a bit of staging that's going on here. We could maybe make this a bit nicer. And okay, these stages work together. And then we have the fairing here. We can also maybe put that here so the fairing opens when we kind of activate this stage here. So this fairing is just to get from here to orbit, because I have the feeling that if I speed up with this thing, this might be a problem if these probes here are just packed on top of here. They could fly off. The stress could be too much for it. I don't know. We will have to see. I tested out if I can get to orbit. With this thing, I should be able to get to orbit. It's the biggest rocket I can fit into the into the, I think, VAB it's called, and it has a lot of thrust. It has a lot of liquid fuel and oxidizer. I hope that is enough to get us into orbit, because the whole thing is relatively heavy up top here. It's, I don't know, 50 tons or more. So we will have to see. Let us go into orbit, and from there we will start our transfers to Duna. Any other news? Any other news? We can bring that into orbit, and I will do some updates in the end, I would say. So I disengaged the autopilot here because I think it is not worth bringing it to a complete round orbit here. This thing is uncontrollable. The reaction wheels of this part don't seem to be too strong enough to really be able to steer this thing here on the back, and we will get rid of it. I thought maybe we can use it to get our first initial burn into our travel from here to Duna. But what I want to do basically is I might want to quick save, because I still don't know if I have enough fuel to get anywhere. And it's better to leave this thing in orbit than to waste it, because the only thing I tested was if we are able to get it into orbit, but I didn't test if we have enough delta V to go to Duna itself. So let us go to the map and get a nice view of the system. So we want to get out of the direct influence, sphere of influence of Kerbin, and want to go to here. And I'm not sure if the window is good. We will just set it as target, and hopefully our maneuver planner can give us a good window. It might take a while. I'm not playing for time here, so if it takes a year or so, I will just fast forward and then this will work out. I know that it is easier to go to these planets first, but I think Duna should be our next target. So we want to have an advanced transfer to another planet, or a transfer to another planet. I think advanced is always better. Or pork chop selection, limited time. I don't know what this is. A normal transfer should do it. Or we will go at the next transfer window, and we will just say create and execute. So the transfer window will be there in what time? Oh, this might take a while. This might take a while, definitely. Oh, we should get rid of this and then just fly with this thing. So remove the nodes, get a bit away from the tank, and then create and execute. Oh, now it lost its sometimes it just MacJab just loses the ability to give me a correct course or on the map. I don't know why. Maybe it's I don't know what it is doing. We will see, because I'm losing the ability sometimes to see the course or the orbits on the map, and I don't know why. Good, let me fast forward to the next window and to the burn. I will change the apoapsis, because here I cannot fast forward in a really good fashion. So we will go to 300 kilometers at the next periapsis. This shouldn't be too much, and then we will circularize at the apoapsis. I'm doing that because under 240 kilometers the time acceleration is too slow, so we might just go to there, and then we will start from there, and I will go with just the next opportunity, see how much delta V it will cost me, and then just go from wherever that is. We are now in a higher orbit, and this should work a lot better for the time acceleration and all that stuff. So we will go back to the map. The Duna is still set as target. We will not do the advanced thing. Transfer to another planet, and we will say as soon as possible. Using this mode voids your warranty. That's not good. That's basically the same delta V. So when does the window come up? The next in 39 minutes is good. So fast forward to that, and then we will see if that all works out. We should be on our way now. I think I still have enough fuel. It might be that I've done something wrong while building. I had to pump fuel around, because it seems that to me that it didn't took fuel from these tanks. So not sure what's up with that, but I have filled these tanks up. And now we, with this vessel or with the stage, we should be able to reach Duna. I'm not sure. The problem will be that we have an encounter with the moon, and I hope we don't touch down there. That would be bad. So let's time accelerate and see what happens here. Oh no, we are good. We are good to go. Okay. This will work out, and then we should be on our way to Duna. This might take a while. Okay, let us get out of the gravity of Kerbal and interplanetary space, I say. Space. So we will arrive there in 305 days. Question is, do I do anything else while that all happens? Maybe I could do that. Have some launches in the meantime, because 305 days is a long time. So let us go and take a look at what I've done in the meantime, in between videos. This is very long. I didn't foresee that. I should have foreseen that it could take a while to get there. And I kind of don't want to waste the time. So, okay. Other things I've done. I will go back to the... We will keep that way. I will go back to the Space Center and we will take a look at other things I've done. Okay. It was not a lot what I've done. Ah, it's nice. Having a ship going outside and good thing. So, I want to replace the crew shuttle I've built, and I already did that with basically the same model but a bit bigger solar panels. Because there was not enough energy. Whoa, what's happening now? Come on. There you go. So basically the same model, but you can see that the solar panels are... Oh, it's dark here. That's a bad thing. Can we at least a bit time accelerate so we come into the sun? Ah, nice. So, this is the old model we did the first crew transfer with. But again, the solar panels are too small to have all these ion engines running. And so the thing is, I want to ditch this. I already got rid of all the Kerbals in it, and I want to use this new one. It's basically the same model. I did some modifications again. These are the new solar panels. They are way bigger even than I think this station here, but they provide enough energy so I can run this thing full power. I've modified the crew capsule a bit, so I brought that directly behind the cockpit and changed some of the control stuff, how they called the reaction wheels to here, and brought the reactor back to here. These reactors are just not strong enough to provide enough power for the ion engines. Otherwise, I crashed my moon crane, and we will have to replace that. Let us go there. First, we could... I will ditch this. This thing will go back into the atmosphere and will just burn there. I don't want to see it anymore, and it just takes away space up here. So I will do that in the meantime and destroy that thing. So on the moon, we had some problems with the moon crane. The parts are lying over here. It crashed while transferring some modules down here, and that was these things. I have brought in a greenhouse and a laboratory, or a research center, and I think another habitat. Oh no, I brought this rack here for storage down, and some other parts. Did you see? I don't know if you saw the. I have now a machine here that can make out of the ores of the moon, can make liquid fuel and oxidizer out of it, so we can refuel rockets here. It takes a while and it produces a lot of heat. I have to find ways to get rid of that, so I have to bring in more radiators and all that stuff. It works out. It's a slow process, but these two guys here at the moment can at least have a bit of a good time. I've removed some stuff that was lying around and recycled some stuff, destroyed some elements, and I still have to clean up. There's too much clutter around here. It takes too long to load the base, and I still want to clean this mess up. It doesn't look too good here. Did you see the rover? I think, I showed that to you. I built that, and the other stuff is just a bit of cleanup I have done, and I've moved around a bit of the packages here, and moved the tanks here and the drills, just to to make it a bit more organized, moon basey, and not this improvised camp of two guys stranded on the moon. It should look a bit more less, Mark Watney, the Martian, less Mark Watney, the Martian, more controlled moon base with a nice exterior and all that stuff. We will see how that comes along in the future. But that's all I've done. Good. The next things are wait for the Duna probe to arrive. Maybe we will do some things in the meantime. Again, I need to replace the moon crane. I would go for a design that is, that a lot of other people also did a bit. It's hard to make nice looking or really nice looking stuff in KSP if you have no experience with it. there are a lot of people out there that have a lot of experience and can do amazing stuff. And I'm watching at the moment. I'm watching a lot of KSP. I'm getting a lot of inspiration. And maybe in the future we can do more stuff like that. Another plan I have is I have a new rover in the game. Let me go back to the Space Center and we will take a look at least at the parts. And I want to have a different rover up here. The rover I have up there is really nice, works really cool, but I think the same guy did another rover, and it's the Malamute rover, and I think I want one of these up there because this one has a lab and we can do surveys with it. So it not only looks very cool, but we can do some surveys with this rover. And I think we should do that. Maybe expand the building and all that stuff a bit, and maybe at one point introduce supplies or something like that. I should challenge myself a bit more with KSP. I don't want this career stuff, but at least it would be nice to, don't know, have greenhouses that really do stuff and that produce supplies or something like that. We should take a look at that in the future. But one of these rovers, don't know, a smaller model with a geology lab, so we can figure out a way to, don't know, get more liquid fuel, more ore, all that stuff. The parts look really cool, and I think we can build it. We can build it on the moon. So, okay, but enough rambling for today. We brought a rocket towards the next planet, and yeah, we made some plans for the future. Let's take a look and see how far. Not really far. Not really far. We will see. Good. Duna Explorer 1 is on its way, and in one of the next episodes we will see what happens when it arrives. Again, it is still a thing that could go horribly wrong. Good people, I hope you liked this a bit all over the placey episode. Anyways, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya, guys.